Is walking the best exercise for losing weight? You may have heard that walking is great for weight loss, though is it really the best exercise for losing weight? Or are there other exercises that may work even better? I'm going to show you what I personally would do when it comes to exercising if I had 20, 30, 50 pounds or more weight I wanted to lose. It's very simple. It only takes about 25 to 40 minutes, 2 to 3 times per week, and you can even do it at home. Plus, I will also share what I would not do when it comes to exercising in order to lose weight, which is what a lot of people actually do these days. If you like this topic of what types of exercises to do in order to lose weight, then please let me know by clicking the thumbs up. Now, first we need to understand why we even care about exercising at all if we want to lose weight. People will tell you it's all about calories in versus calories out. Though what most people don't realize is that the human body is not a machine. It's a living creature that continuously interacts with whatever it's exposed to, and it adapts. For example, people think that if they eat the same number of calories and do the same amount of physical activity, they will burn the same number of calories. And that seems to make sense. But actually, if you swap out just the types of foods that you're eating, you may end up burning a lot more calories, even while eating the same number of calories and doing the same amount of physical activity. Because the body actually reacts and adapts its metabolism based on the types of foods that you're eating. Also, let's just say that for the sake of this argument, that if you run 1 kilometer, you burn 100 calories. People then think that if you run 1 kilometer one day, you have burned 100 calories extra that day. If you run 2 kilometers one day, you have burned 200 calories extra that day. If you run 5 kilometers one day, you've burned 500 calories extra that day. And if you run 10 kilometers one day, you've burned 1,000 calories extra that day. But the human body doesn't work like that. Your body will actually adapt to the amount of exercise you're doing by decreasing the amount of calories it spends on other tasks within your body. So the total number of calories you burn that day is not as much as you think. And the more you exercise, the more your body will adapt. Now, this is actually a good thing. Your body does this for a reason. It's in a way optimizing the amount of energy it spends. So what this means is that you cannot expect to just burn a ton of extra calories just from exercising. And actually, that's not even the biggest benefit of exercise when it comes to losing weight either. Now, when we understand how the human body works, we can use this to our advantage, even when it comes to weight loss. For example, it means that you don't need to go running for miles and miles every day in order to lose weight. In fact, walking may even be a better exercise for weight loss than running for several different reasons, including that it's less stressful on the body and mind, less likely to increase hunger. It's something practically everyone can do, and it's enjoyable. So it's something that's much easier to stick to. However, walking is not the only thing that I would do if I had excess fat that I wanted to lose. Because it's not only about the calories that you burn while you're active. Actually, the types of exercises that you do while trying to lose weight may have a big effect on your long-term hunger and whether you gain weight in the future as well, as I'll explain shortly. And I'll show you some specific exercises I would do. Though first, let me just say welcome back to my channel. In case you don't know me, I'm Ingunn, a Norwegian Viking currently living in Portugal. I used to work with physics and mathematics back in the day, though years ago I decided to use those analytical skills to instead research nutrition and weight loss science. Because so much of what we're told can be very misleading and make losing weight much harder than it needs to be. So I'm here to share with you a different side of losing weight by reigniting and optimizing your metabolism so that you may lose weight naturally and effectively without having to count calories and while eating to satiety. So make sure you're subscribed to my channel, as I have lots I want to share with you coming up. And you'll find lots more tips on my Instagram at VikingIngunn. Okay, so burning extra calories is one of the benefits of being active when trying to lose weight. Though depending on the types of exercises that you do, there can be some other even more important benefits that a lot of people don't know about. And these are especially important if you want to keep the weight off. A lot of people, actually this may have happened to you already, a lot of people who do manage to lose some weight end up gaining a lot of that weight back again. And in a lot of cases, they gain even more weight than they lost in the first place. Why? Well, one of the reasons we've talked about in previous videos is how the methods that you use in order to lose weight, for example, doing very low calorie diets, can actually end up slowing down your metabolism more than you want, making it almost impossible for you to not gain weight back again, because your body is starving for energy, making you want to eat a lot more, and holding on to as much of the energy it has at the same time. Though here's the thing, it's found that people actually stay hungry and keep eating more until they have regained any muscle mass they lost when losing weight. And that's where the types of exercises that you do can have a big impact. So let's back up for a second here. When you lose weight, you may end up losing some muscle mass as well. And when that happens, it may trigger a hunger response within your body, because your body wants you to eat more so that you can regain that muscle mass that you've lost. Muscles are very important to your body. So losing muscle mass, especially if you don't have a lot already, is not a good thing. And yes, I'm talking about women here as well. We all have muscles, even if you've never worked out a single day in your life. So basically, if we lose muscle mass while losing weight, we may end up feeling a lot hungrier because our body wants to regain that muscle mass. This can both make losing weight more difficult because you feel so hungry, and it can make it very difficult to keep the weight off because your body is basically begging you to eat more. On top of this, it's actually found that you regain fat mass a lot quicker than you regain muscle mass, which may actually be one of the main reasons a lot of people regain more weight than they lost in the first place. Because while the body is regaining fat, it keeps making you feel hungry because it wants to regain the muscle mass, which takes a lot longer. So in the meanwhile, you just keep gaining more and more fat. Ouch. Now, this paper talks about how this can happen with people who started out being of normal weight and then went on to lose weight. Though there's a lot of similarities in doing something like that and the way a lot of overweight people try to lose weight. If you, for example, try to lose weight by cutting calories and eating very little, if you feel hungry a lot while dieting, you're likely not eating enough to hold on to your muscle mass. Also, if you're not eating enough protein from good quality protein sources, your body may not be able to hold on to enough of your muscle mass. Though, you see, when you know this, you can actually adapt your weight loss strategy so that it doesn't happen to you, which may not just make it easier for you to lose weight in the first place, it may make it a lot easier to keep the weight off. What we want to do is help our body hold on to as much of the muscle mass it has while we're losing weight, so that it won't feel the need to make us hungry in order to try to regain any muscle mass that we've lost. And if you've already lost some weight, we want to help you regain any muscle mass that you may have lost sooner rather than later, so that you can regain the muscle mass without regaining all the fat that you've already lost. There are two main components to this: exercise and diet. The types of exercises that you do and how you structure it will play a big role in whether you're able to maintain or maybe even grow your muscle mass while you lose fat. So you also need to make sure that your diet supports your muscles as well. Otherwise, you may put in a lot of effort without getting the results you want. So let's look at some specific exercises right now, and then we can look at the diet later on. Now, which specific exercises would I do? I personally like compound movements. Basically what that means is that each exercise makes you use more of your body. A lot of exercises target mostly just one muscle. Like, for example, this exercise, which means you'll have to do a lot of different exercises in order to work out your whole body. If you do squats instead, depending on the specific type of squats you do and how you perform them, you may work out your thighs, your butt, even your core, and also your balance. So compound movements are great in the sense that they make you use more of your body per exercise, which is also great for simply making the exercise or your workout more efficient. You need fewer exercises in order to get a full body workout. So if I wanted to lose weight and keep it off more easily, I would start by doing 2 to 3 full body workouts per week. And it's probably no surprise that the workout would include squats. There are many variations of squats or that type of movement. Choose the variation that you find works best for you depending on the equipment that you have available and your capabilities. And you can always switch things up later on. So with squats, we can get a pretty decent lower body body workout. Obviously, there are more exercises that you can add to this, though for now, to just get started with the workouts, we can start with this. For the upper body, I would do one pull exercise and one push exercise. For the push exercise, I would simply do push-ups. It's an amazing exercise that you can do anywhere. If you can't do normal push-ups yet, try doing them in an incline and slowly make your way down to the floor as you build your strength. And when doing them on the floor, you can also use your knees if you need to. Now pay attention to your form. It's more important than how many repetitions you can do. So pay attention to your form, make sure you have a straight back, and also pay attention to where your elbows are pointing. You don't want them to be pointing straight out. For the pull exercise, we need to get a bit more creative. I personally like pull-ups, though they are more challenging and they also require a bar. So for now, let's do what we call Australian pull-ups. What you need is a sturdy table, and you do the exercise like this. I'll show you using this dip bar instead, just to make it easier for you to see everything. Don't know that you can do this underneath a sturdy table as well. If this movement is too challenging for you, start out with your knees bent. Now, one more exercise before we talk about how your diet can affect your muscle mass. We've done squats, a push exercise, and a pull exercise. Now let's finish off with an exercise for your abs. We'll do leg raises on the floor. It's best if you can find something sturdy to hold on to. The aim is to be able to do this movement and even to lift your butt at the top if possible, while keeping your legs pointing upwards rather than over your head when you lift your butt. Though to begin with, if lifting your legs like this is too difficult, start with just lifting your legs with your knees bent and build strength like that. If you have any questions about these exercises, ask in the comments below. Now I'll share what I would not do when it comes to exercising in order to lose weight shortly. Though first, your diet will also play a big role here if you want to maintain your muscle mass or even grow your muscles while losing fat, so that you can lose weight and keep it off without your body begging you to eat more. Remember, that's one of the biggest benefits of doing these types of exercises while trying to lose weight. It's less about the number of calories you burn while doing the exercise and more about actually building a stronger body, a stronger foundation, improving your metabolism, and not losing muscle mass while trying to lose weight. And that's why, even though walking can be a great exercise for weight loss, it's even better if you're able to do or add at least some strength training in there as well. And remember that muscles are great for your metabolism in general, and it helps shape and tone your body as well. Now, when it comes to diet, there are three things that are especially important. For one, you need to make sure you eat enough food to support your muscles. If you eat too little, your body won't be able to hold on to your muscles. And the second thing is that you need to make sure that you eat enough protein from good, high quality protein sources. And the third thing is to eat a nutritious diet in general. Your metabolism requires a lot of different nutrients in general, and everything within your body is dependent on your metabolism to provide the energy that's needed for all the processes that go on within your body, including maintaining and building or growing your muscles. Remember, even though exercise can help with weight loss, your diet is still the most important factor when it comes to losing weight. Now, before I tell you what I would not do when it comes to exercising in order to lose weight, I do want to mention that if you want a step-by-step guide on how to lose weight based on science with simple step-by-step video instructions, motivational check-ins, recipes, and personal support throughout, then check out my 90-day weight loss program called Slim by Science at slimbyscience.com. You'll find the link in the description of this video. Now, when it comes to exercising and losing weight, what I would not do is focus all my effort on doing cardio workouts. If you really enjoy doing cardio workouts, that's probably fine. Though if you're looking for the most efficient and effective way to reach your goals, to feel your best, and to keep the weight off, I would rather try to make sure to do some strength training 2 to 3 times per week, and then try to stay active in general. Go for walks, do activities you enjoy, try something new. And when it comes to strength training, I wouldn't just wing it. And I wouldn't do classes or follow along videos where they do something new every class. That's something you can do in addition if you really enjoy it. But if you want to build muscle mass and get stronger, or even just maintain the muscles that you already have, I would definitely follow a program and do the same strength exercises every week for at least a month. And it's important to track your progress as well. Because if you do it like this, then you can actually see whether or not not you're making progress, if you're getting stronger, if you're maintaining your strength, or if you're not maintaining and need to up your game. Though more than this, what I would not do is focus all my weight loss efforts on exercise. Remember, your diet is still the most important factor when it comes to losing weight. And I have lots of videos on my channel that talks about how your diet may affect your weight and showing you specific tools and tips on how to lose weight naturally and more easily. Remember, you don't need to exercise in order to lose weight. Though, as I've talked about in previous videos, there are some amazing benefits of simply staying active. And as we've talked specifically about in this video, there are also amazing benefits of including some strength training in your weight loss efforts. And it really doesn't need to be that much. You can get far with just 2 to 3 sessions of 25 to 40 minutes per week with just a few different exercises, and you can even do it all at home. So I hope you give this a try. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions. You can also find the link to my 90-day weight loss program in the description below if you want to follow a step-by-step weight loss program that's all about losing weight naturally and more easily. I would really appreciate if you gave this video a thumbs up. Here are 2 videos you'll want to check out next. Enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one.